it was a difficult experience because, as you know, the music was written for the screen and for movies, and that doesn't necessarily mean it will translate to the stage in a concert. But the orchestra were a very young orchestra, some very young students, I think, and they found the music very difficult indeed. But they tried very hard. They have a lot of passion, a lot of heart, and it was a great pleasure and honor for me to do this. But if I will do it again,
yes,
I would only maybe half a concert and let Hans or someone else do the other half of the concert, and we will focus on getting one half really good. With 2 rehearsals, it's very ambitious. In fact, in the first rehearsal, the day before yesterday, I heard them playing Ants, and it was just chaos, complete chaos. So I said, we don't play this. It's very difficult music, and this music, you know, when I originally recorded this music, I recorded it over days and days and days with a professional orchestra in London, and many what we call drop-ins, drop-in when you're recording. So from bar 1 to bar 40, it's good. Now we drop in for bar 40, 48. You know, this is how the music's created for film. It's not one performance. And of course, in the concert hall, you can't do this. So I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. But the orchestra were less than perfect. But as I think you said, the energy and the heart and the feeling was there. So it was a good experience. If I do this again, I think I will be happy just for my music, for maybe half a concert, and have a friend or Hans or someone can do another half, and that can be his responsibility.
With John Powell, for example?
John, maybe, yeah. We first collaborated on Ants, and we really co-wrote this music. We wrote it together in each other's studio, at the piano. In Chicken Run, slightly more okay, you do this, and you do this. And on Shrek, very much, okay, I'll do this, and do that. And so we kind of, that was just how our careers at the time were. We're very good friends, there's no problem there, but it was the more we went on, the more we wanted to experiment with our own music. So, you know, on Shrek, for instance, this is my tune, and I think John was getting a little tired with always my tunes were the ones that we went forward with on Chicken Run. The march. So this, you know, this is my tune, but John made the arrangement really clever, very clever.
It's my title, I boss.
This is suddenly it goes into 3 like a waltz. This is John's idea. He's very smart at arranging, but of course he writes good tunes himself. So he's. I think on Shrek, by the time we did Shrek, I think John was a little frustrated that often it was my melodies, my tunes that were being picked, but and I think it was good. After that, we'd say, okay, no more. You go and do your films, and I'll do my films. But he is a really great composer, and he deserves his own. He has his own voice very much. Billy August, the director of Smiller, that was 9 years ago. I mean, no one was going to give me a film score like this to do. Why would they hire me? Why me? No way. But of course, for Hans, of course we'll have Hans. So he very generously said, okay, Harry, you want to do this film? It's going to be music by Hans Zimmer and Harry Gregson-Williams, but you can do it. You do it. I'm doing another film in my own studio. I don't want any problems. You want to do this? Go. So this was very generous of him, and he just let me do it. I lived myself in Alexandria, Egypt, for a couple of years, and the sounds and the flavor of this country fascinated me a lot. I taught music in Egypt, and so when I came to do Spy Game, the movie is not set in Egypt per se, but there's a lot of Middle Eastern influence, and It reminded me very much of when I was living there, the sounds, smells, and texture. But it's very special in my heart, Spy Game. I don't know why. Last night at the concert, I must have signed 100 CDs, and about 80 of them were Spy Game. Go figure. So I'm very happy about that, because for me, that was a big turning point for me. I think a lot of purists, pure film music lovers, they hate this. About 3 or 4 months ago, I had started another animation for DreamWorks. It's called Flushed Away.
Yeah.
And I had started writing themes, started scoring the film. And DreamWorks sent me their latest cut of the movie, and they changed the storyline. They decided to completely change the nature of the film. So I said, look, I'm going to wait. I'm going to go away for 6 weeks, and then you bring me your film when it's a little bit more ready. So I was free. I didn't realize I wasn't expecting to be available. So I said, well, what can I do now? Something special. I don't know what it is. Something small budget, low budget. Something I've never done before. I just read the script of Seraphim Falls, a really, really, really beautiful script. Amazing script. Unbelievably very little dialogue. A lot of words describing the countryside in Utah, the mountains, snowy mountains, and just 2 characters in the film, Liam Neeson, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Very, very rough Pierce Brosnan, not James Bond Pierce Brosnan. And the movie is set around about the end of the Civil War in America, but also it's very, very, very natural. The natural beauty of Utah, and the music has to do a lot of the talking. There's not that much dialogue in the film. It's very, very beautiful. Very small film. I don't know whether the public will like it. It's not going to be a huge $100 million film. And they have very little small budget. The director is a first-time director. He's never directed a movie before. Great. It was really, really great fun. Great fun. So I did this score very quickly in 4 or 5 weeks, and now I'm back with Flushed Away.
Okay.
Well, first of all, they have to find a distributor for the film. There is no distributor yet, but I don't know whether I want to release the score. The music is very atmospheric. It's not melody-driven. It's not a acutely melodic score. Very much the sounds of nature and atmospheric, which I enjoy very much, but I don't know how great that is to listen to.